Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the family. We're all about diving deep into the worlds that make us feel alive, especially when it comes to anime that tugs at your heartstrings like DemonSlayer. Man, if episode 1 didn't already have you hooked with that gut-wrenching family tragedy and Tanjiro's unbreakable spirit, buckle up, because episode 2, it's like the show whispering, hey, this journey's gonna hurt so good. I'm your host, and today we're unpacking Trainer, Sakonji Urokodaki, the second episode of Kimetsu no Yaiba, without giving away a single plot twist that you haven't seen coming. We'll walk through every beat, every emotion, every stunning frame, so if you haven't watched it yet, pause this, go binge it, and come back. Trust me, your heart will thank you. All right, let's jump in. Picture this. The episode opens with Tanjiro Kamado, our wide-eyed hero with that checkered Hayori flapping in the mountain breeze, trudging up the winding paths of Mount Sagiri. He's got his little sister Nezuko bundled up in this makeshift bamboo basket strapped to his back, her pink eyes peeking out just a bit, a reminder of the innocence the demon stole from them both. The animation here, Ufotable doesn't miss. The leaves rustle with this soft, ethereal glow, sunlight filtering through the canopy like it's trying to heal the scars on Tanjiro's soul. You can feel the weight on his shoulders, not just the basket, but the promise he made to that water Hashira, Giyu Tomioka, back in episode 1. Tanjiro's voiceover kicks in, raw and determined, talking about how it's going to turn Nezuko human again, no matter what. It's that quiet resolve that gets me every time. It's like he's talking straight to you, saying, I've lost everything, but I'm not giving up on what's left. As night falls, the forest turns into this shadowy labyrinth, all twisting roots and whispering winds that set your nerves on edge. Tanjiro's nose, that superhuman sniffer of his, picks up something foul, like rotten meat mixed with despair. He freezes, head snapping toward a dilapidated temple tucked away in the mist. The camera lingers on his face, sweat beading on his forehead, eyes wide with that mix of fear and fury we all know too well. He whispers to Nezuko to stay put, but you know he's not leaving without checking it out. Pushing open those creaky doors, the scene hits you like a punch. Bodies sprawled in the dim lantern light, blood pooling on the tatami mats, the air thick with tragedy. And there, hunched over like a nightmare come to life, is the demon, gnarled, feral, with jagged teeth and eyes glowing like embers in the dark. Its guttural snarls echo off the walls, and Tanjiro's just shattered. Why, he chokes out, voice cracking, because this kid's seen enough death to last lifetimes, and it's ripping him apart all over again. The fight explodes from there, and oh man, it's visceral. Tanjiro lunges with his hatchet, swinging wild but fierce, the blade whistling through the air. The demon's no pushover, claws raking, body twisting unnaturally, forcing Tanjiro back against the walls. Splinters fly, blood spatters, and you hear every thud, every gasp like you're right there in the fray. Tanjiro's not a pro yet. He's scrappy, fueled by grief and grit, dodging by inches, countering with these desperate haymakers that make you cheer, even as your stomach twists. The demon taunts him, voice like gravel scraping bone, mocking the futility of it all. And Tanjiro's responses? They're pure fire. Tears streaming down his face, but his words cut deeper than any blade, calling out the monster's lost humanity. It's not just action, it's emotional warfare. Every strike laced with Tanjiro's pain from losing his family. Nezuko, oh Nezuko, she's not just cargo here. That basket bursts open in the chaos, and she leaps into the fray like a pink-haired whirlwind, her demon strength kicking in with these graceful, ferocious moves that have you gasping. The way she protects her brother, muffled growls through her bamboo muzzle, it's heartbreakingly beautiful. Sibling love in the face of horror, Ufotable captures it with fluid animation, her kimono fluttering like cherry blossoms in a storm. The brawl spills outside, moonlight bathing the temple grounds in silver, shadows dancing like ghosts of the fallen. Tanjiro pins the demon down, hatchet raised, but here's where it gets real heavy. He hesitates, not out of weakness, but that core of kindness that defines him. The demon's head lolls, sprouting these grotesque arms in a last-ditch grab, fingers clawing at the dirt, and Tanjiro's frozen, hatchet trembling. The demon rasps about Nezuko, about how she's different, and you feel Tanjiro's world tilt, doubt creeping in like fog. Dawn breaks then, slow and merciless, the first rays creeping over the horizon, painting the sky in pinks and golds that clash with the gore below. The sunlight hits the demon like Judgment Day, flesh sizzling, screams turning to ash as it disintegrates into nothing, leaving Tanjiro kneeling there, exhausted, bloodied, staring at the empty spot where evil just burned away. It's poetic, that natural exorcism, underscoring how fragile these creatures are against the world's own light. Tanjiro slumps, whispering apologies to the victims, his sobs echoing in the quiet morning. You feel it in your chest, that raw, aching empathy. How do you keep going when every win tastes like loss? Cut to him stumbling through the woods, Nezuko back in her basket, both of them battered but breathing. He collapses at the door of this humble shack, murmuring, "I have returned," before blacking out, like he's come home to a father he doesn't even know yet. Inside, we meet Sakonji Urokodaki, former water Hashira, masked in this Tengu getup that makes him look like a myth stepped out of the fog. His voice is gravelly, world-weary, but there's a spark in those hidden eyes. Flashback hit. Gyu's letter, scrolled with apologies and hope, vouching for this charcoal seller's kid, was swung at a Hashira without flinching. Sakonji skeptical, sniffing out Tanjiro's scent like he's reading his soul. Too pure, too soft for this bloody path. When Tanjiro wakes up, bandaged and aching, the old man's grilling him over tea, steam curling like unspoken regrets. "You're too kind," Sakonji says, words landing like stones. He calls out Tanjiro's hesitation with the demon, that moment of mercy in the heat of battle. It's brutal honesty, man. Sakonji lays it bare. If Nezuko ever hurts a human, Tanjiro's got to end her, then himself. That's the weight of carrying a demon sister, he growls, and you see Tanjiro crumble, nodding through the tears because he gets it deep down. It's that bond, that terrifying love that makes this scene so gut-wrenching. No sugarcoating, just two survivors staring down the abyss. But Sakonji sees something, maybe that unyielding scent of determination wafting off the kid like mountain air. He tests him, voice booming, "Carry Nezuko and chase me up the mountain. No sword, no mercy, just endurance." Tanjiro's on his feet in seconds, basket secure, lungs burning as he scrambles after the old man's blurring form. The episode closes on that chase, fog swallowing them whole, Tanjiro's breaths ragged but resolved. The score swells here, those haunting strings from the soundtrack pulling at your heart, mixing urgency with hope. It's not a cliffhanger that screams, it's one that whispers, this is just the beginning of the forge. Whew! Talking through that episode has me all fired up again. The animation, peak ufotable. Those fight scenes flow like water, colors popping with emotional depth, from the crimson blood to the warm dawn light. The voice acting, especially Natsuki Hanai's Tanjiro, cracks with authenticity. You hear the boy breaking and rebuilding in every line. And the themes? Man, it's all about that razor edge between humanity and monstrosity, kindness as both strength and curse. Episode 2 deepens Tanjiro's world without rushing, letting you breathe in the pain and exhale the promise. If you're feeling that post-watch ache, drop a comment. What's hitting you hardest so far? The sibling vibes? The demon lore creeping in? Smash like if you're Team Tanjiro all the way, and subscribe for more breakdowns. We've got arcs ahead that'll shatter you. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you in the next one. Stay kind, stay fierce.